Hello, welcome to St Mary's Banbury again for the next in our Contemplative Toolkit sessions. Today's session is going to practice the exercise of mending. Before we start this session, you might like to press pause and go to find a pebble which will fit in your hand. And when you've got one, you could place it on a table or on the floor beside you. As we move through these contemplation practices, we touch on some of the more difficult aspects of life. We might be ready to address a hurt within ourselves. You can decide whether you choose something small or something big to offer to God for mending and healing. This practice focuses on forgiveness, forgiving others, forgiving ourselves, and receiving forgiveness from God in order to live more freely. Some things might feel too big or too painful to forgive, and that is all right. You don't have to forgive. Acknowledge that feeling and accept that is how you feel. But you might choose to pray for the situation to improve, or how you feel about it. Forgiveness lies at the heart of Christianity, and it is something that all human beings benefit from, enabling us to live well and to flourish. We're going to start this time by lighting a candle to mark this as a time set apart. You might like to find a comfortable chair, maybe with a cushion in it, in a place where you will be undisturbed. You might want to close your eyes. Sit right back in the chair, upright and alert, but at the same time relaxed. You might support your back with a cushion. Try to set your feet flat on the floor. Check your neck and shoulders. Do they feel relaxed and at ease? Is your head straight above your shoulders and your neck? Think about your hands. Are they relaxed on your lap? Be aware of the noises which might be around you, in the room or outside. And start to slow down your breathing. Breathe in slowly, counting to 3. 1, 2, 3, and then in your own time, breathe out. 1, 2, 3. As you breathe in, you might like to visualize something positive which you hope to receive from this time. As you breathe out, let go of anything that feels heavy or difficult about today. And as you continue to breathe in your own time, you might now pick up that pebble, pick it up and feel it, its smoothness, any sharp edges. Feel its weight pressing down upon your fingers and the palms of your hand. Now you might like to think about something which has hurt you. It might be a small thing. It might be something bigger. It might be a situation close to you, or something which is more remote, more distant. Hold the pebble now in your non-dominant hand, the hand which you don't use to write with. And as you hold the weight of that pebble in that hand, you might picture the time you were hurt by a situation or person. And you might allow yourself to feel a pain which you still carry. It might feel as if you have been hit by the stone that was thrown at you. You might observe what emotions are involved. Notice what you feel in your body. Has it tensed up? Notice your thoughts too. Now you might move the stone to your other hand, the hand that you use to write with, the hand you would use to throw something with. The stone could be used as a weapon. It was thrown at you, and you could throw it back. Would that make anything better? How might it make things worse? as you feel the burden of the hurt inside, you might ask, who is suffering? Have I carried this weight for long enough? Am I willing to forgive? If the answer is no, that's okay. Accept that is how you feel right now. If you are ready to let the burden go, you might silently say, as I breathe in, I acknowledge the pain. As I breathe out, I forgive. You could repeat those words for as long as feels helpful. As I breathe in, I acknowledge the pain. As I breathe out, I forgive. Perhaps you also feel the need to be forgiven. In which case, you could turn this into a prayer. Please, God, forgive me for... In order to lay aside the burden, you can lay the pebble on the ground or on the table. And as you put it to one side, you might leave it with God. You might choose to say, God, I am handing this over to you, as you lay the stone down. Jesus had many stones thrown at him, but he refused to throw them back, and instead chose to forgive. When you are ready, bring yourself back into your surroundings. You might want to stretch, to move around, to yawn, to move your head around. You can open your eyes. You might like to smile. You might enjoy the feeling of laying aside a burden. Thank you for spending this time in reflection. I look forward to seeing you again soon.